What's going on, guys? We're back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be covering some tips and tricks to unlock Orion Camo in the fastest way possible. Before we get into these tips, make sure to drop a sub if you are new to the channel, and make sure to turn on post notifications so you know when we post our next video. Now, the first mastery camo that you need to unlock is gold. Before you can unlock gold, you're gonna have to do 4 camo challenges. They kind of vary between different weapons, but I have 3 tips to unlock gold quicker, and the first tip is to level up weapons in shipment. Since shipment 24/7 is in the game right now, go into shipment and just grind out the weapon levels on all the weapons that you need to level up. And then once your weapons are max level, you've probably completed 2 or 3 of the weapon camo challenges anyways, and you can just go back and do the rest of the challenges that you need to finish. Another key tip is to use your double weapon XPs while you're doing this. It'll make the leveling process go 10 times faster. Also, take advantage of double weapon XP weekends if they do have one while you're trying to do this. It will make the weapon leveling a lot less painful. Now, once you do have these weapon camos completed, you'll be able to unlock the gold camo by getting 3 kill streaks. And this one I didn't have too much of a problem with. It was pretty easy to get done in shipment or like shoot house, so I recommend playing those maps. Once that's completed, then you will have the platinum challenge unlocked. Now, the platinum challenge is probably the most time consuming and the most hated camo challenge in the camo grind this year. Platinum definitely took me the longest to get, and I have 5 tips here that should speed up the process for you to unlock platinum easier. Now, when going for platinum, my number 1 tip has to be to play tier 1. Now, the tier 1 game mode is basically like hardcore from previous Call of Duties. Definitely play that. It'll make long shots so much easier, especially with weapons that are bad. Also, what I did was fish for maps I knew I could get a lot of long shots on. Now, these maps for me were Embassy, Tarek, and Marciato. But see which maps you can get a lot of long shots on in one game, and just keep spamming the tier 1 playlist until you get one of those maps. And don't play any of the maps that you don't get a lot of long shots on, because it's just a waste of time. Next, you're gonna want to build your guns for accuracy. Since you're gonna be shooting people at a long range, you're gonna want low recoil, high damage range, high bullet velocity, so build your weapon classes for that. Another huge tip is to use the X10 sight. Now, the X10 sight, it gives you like a little meters calculation at the top of how far away your target is. And this will be super easy to know if you're within long shot range or if you need to go farther back. So I suggest using that sight when you're going for long shots. When you're doing your pistols and shotguns, I recommend doing this on shipment. It was pretty easy to do on shipment, and it was super quick. Pistols you don't have to do on shipment, but that's what I did. You could probably still get them done just playing normal maps on tier 1. But after you got your 20 to 25 long shots for each weapon, you'll have platinum unlocked. And the next camo you'll need to unlock is polyatomic. And now from here on out, the camo grind is pretty simple. So congratulations on completing platinum. To unlock polyatomic, all you have to do is get 20 to 25 headshots depending on which weapon you're using. And it's really not that hard. I was able to complete this within like a day. Since shipment 24/7 is still in the game, I highly recommend you keep playing shipment 24/7 when you're going for polyatomic. You'll be able to get like 1 gun a game. It'll be super quick. Now, you may be thinking the video's over, but I do have some extra tips for you. At some point, you're gonna have to do the knife and the riot shield, and I recommend that you put smokes on your classes or stuns. Personally, I use smokes, and I was able to get behind enemy lines. I would just toss them in the middle of shipment or toss them where the enemy was spawning, and I was able to get double kills, triple kills, and everything you needed. Fairly simple. And then this last tip here is probably the most important tip in the entire video. Now, to unlock Orion, you need 51 weapons polyatomic. And it just so happens that they've released enough weapons post-launch to where you don't have to do the rocket launchers. So I highly recommend skipping the rocket launchers. Don't camo grind for the rocket launchers. Just do all the DLC weapons. It'll be way easier. And it will also be a lot better for your mental. Now, while I was doing the Orion grind, I did find this spreadsheet online that would track your progress. If you guys don't know, it's always a good idea to track progress, especially when you're working towards goals anywhere in life, honestly, to have a visual representation of how close you're getting. and I'm gonna leave this spreadsheet linked down in the description below. And basically all you do is you just check a box when you get the camo, and depending on how many boxes you have checked, it'll give you a percentage of how close you are to unlocking Orion. So even if it feels like you didn't make a ton of progress, you can always glance at that sheet and see that you're like 10% closer to Orion, and hopefully not lose hope. So that will be down in the description below. If you want to be a nerd like me, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Comment down below if you have Orion already and any tips you have for anybody watching this video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.